Hi everyone, welcome to the is it on? Hi everyone, welcome to the live dream interpretation chat. If you have a, dream, please make sure that it will be complete, okay? Instead of just like typing one text and then that's it. Anyway, so if you dream about falling, you're losing control of a situation. All right. It seems like you're so afraid of losing control, or you're not able to control, or there is a pitfall that you've kind of overseen in a situation, and now things are going to be spiraling down. Okay. Hi, T. Kara. So please be careful with your decision because it is something that is already irreversible. Okay. Now, if you dream about food, like a lot of food, like fresh food, like it's in a banquet and it could be like a lot of people are also eating there, or it could be in a table, or it could be you're eating with strangers. Those strangers that will be helping you during the times of your need and that will also be nourishing and flourishing you instead of your family. Mostly in a situation that there will be some strangers that will be um helping you at the times of your need. Okay. Especially if you're in a long distance, let's say for example that you're overseas or that you're working. Hi, Miss Wanda. Evening. That could be that you're working in the military and there are some people that are taking care of you, or that that they nurture you. Those are the people that will be helping out you more instead of your family and friends. By the way, if you have your interpretations, you can just type in the entire thing, and I'll just read it. Okay. And if you also dreamed of spoiled food, like there are too many rats or leftovers, and like it's bad. It's actually a very bad omen. Okay. Um, Either it signifies famine or it signifies like tough times are coming up ahead of you, and also bad health, especially if you can see that there are flies and worms. That's like a really bad omen. Okay. Please proceed with caution. There might be a like a could be viral infection, or could be an infection, or could be like a terminal illness that you will be getting, and it will be hard for you to cure that. Okay. So, if you're also eating like candies or sweets, you need to add up a little bit of unleash the soft side of you, especially if you're eating candy. And if somebody is also offering you that, it could be a stranger. Be careful of somebody who will try to win your trust, and then later on it will be Kara, you need to elaborate your dream. Like, what about your ex? Um, and then yeah, for the candies, be careful if when somebody hands it over to you. It means that someone is only trying to win your trust, gain your trust, and that person has a different intention. Okay, or could be that they're just trying to make amends, but that person turns out to be a frenemy. Okay. So, or if you're dreaming in a candy land, it seems like you're living off your childhood. You seem to can't get out of your childhood, or you have a Peter Pan syndrome. Okay. Hi, Wendy. So, or for men, they said it's Peter Pan syndrome. For women, they call it like something like Tinkerbell syndrome. Okay. Those people that cannot really grow out of their childhood, that even though they're over the 30s, 40s, they still act like a child. They still, like they have the attitude of a child, but they're not special or autistic. Okay. They just have that Peter Pan syndrome. They're just caught up in that kind of stage. Okay. Dreaming about an ex is more of a suppressed feeling, suppressed emotions, and suppressed desires. Could be that you are the one who still have an unfinished business with your ex, and that you're still wishing, could be however how they appear in a dream, you're wishing for them to be like that. Could be that until right now your ex is still bitter towards you. You ended up in a not so good way, because there's no separation that is actually good. So possibly that your ex is also thinking about you, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be coming back to you. Sometimes it also indicates that whoever that's going to be coming into your life, they'll have the same kind of energy. Okay. Manager, my best friend is giving out houses. Wendy, like, is the house like new, dilapidated? You know, I mean, how was it? Or is it like in a large community? Is it like in a building? Are there other people? Because dreaming about a house means seclusion. It seems like you need to find a place where you need it to be. Okay. You also need to renew your faith since that, hi, Jocelyn. Since that your since that pastor is also related to religion. Okay. So you need to renew your faith, or you need to strengthen your faith, or you need to find your faith. Okay. Wow, new houses. Then I feel like you need to start looking for, it's more of finding a new seclusion, and it's not necessarily like a literal house, but it's like you need to find, like for you to shield yourself, and to, I feel like there's something to do more with your faith. Is that person actually good? Because that, if because the subject of that is actually the pastor, not the houses. Hi, Jocelyn. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, anyway, so that person is like giving out or nurturing some, like recruiting people to renew their faith, or to, you know, more likely submit themselves to the religion. It doesn't necessarily mean they're like a real house. Also, you're also looking for a seclusion spiritually. Okay, and if you dream about flying, there are two types. There are actually three types. Okay, if you dream about flying and you fly like half of the height, or it's not, it's like you're just gonna, like float like very near to the ground, you will be elevating, but it's not that much. Okay. And if you are flying, like flying high on top of the building, you can fly with the clouds. You can see, like very large geographic map. Then it seems like you're going to be like reaching far in your life. Whatever your field is right now, whatever your field of endeavor, it's going to be like real, like a very like great path for you, like you're going to be reaching far. Just make sure that you're going to be putting that you're going to be keeping your feet flat on the ground. Okay. uh, 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 uh. I have faith because I went to a new state and no family or friends. Yeah, it's like refreshing, renewing, or seeking a seclusion because you feel like, it's like you're looking for somebody for someone that you can call home or family or something like that. But yeah, so it's more about the pastor. Yep, starting over. I dreamed my teeth were coming out. I saw relatives that passed away at a party. They say it's my time yet. And not to be afraid. uh, your teeth were falling out, right, Miss Wanda? That is not good. You have to, like, at least knock on wood. At least when you wake up. Uh, when you do that, just knock on wood, and you know that's not a very good dream. It means losses or death. Thank you. All right. Hi, Mystical Lavish. Thank you for coming. Miss Wanda, please be careful. And somebody said that, I mean, in your dreams, you do have some relatives. It means that they are trying to pick you up, or uh, Jocelyn, why do you always have good dreams? Why do you always have dreams about prosperity and abundance? All right, hold on. Okay, Miss Wanda, be careful. Okay, pay attention to your dreams for the next few more days. If you dream about snakes, if you dreamed about somebody attacking you, or could be a thief, or could be it's something like really, or could be a grave, because I feel like somebody is kind of envious of you and they're gonna do something, because this is like really all of a sudden. Yep. And yeah, and your relatives in your dreams, they said that it's your time. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jocelyn, you have a very good dream. Money pouring in, money coming in. Okay. Anyway, mystical lavish. I dream about storing an old abandoned church, like a cathedral with others. Came to a room in the basement and appeared empty. Opening near. Huh. It's more appeared to be performing magic. People in rows and lady making strange signs with their hands. Be careful of joining a wrong faith, mystical lavish, or being deceived in the wrong faith. The dream actually indicates more of a weekend ceremony or something like that. It's more of a dark ceremony. I don't really feel like it's more of a religious ceremony. But be careful of being deceived spiritually. Could be somebody will be inviting you over in a church or something like that, and they're gonna try to convince you to do this and that, because they're gonna say that they were being sent out by God, by all those deceitful people. So please be very careful, okay? Um, Also be careful of some people that will try to take you away from your real faith, or that will try to brainwash you, Okay, be careful of what do you call this? Like tricky people. Okay. Um, yeah, just be careful, Mystical Lavish. All right, Wendy. Actually, there are some Capricorns that are really going through a rough time. But there are also Capricorns that's been like really enjoying their bowl of abundance, you know. Yeah, it's not yet your time, Miss Wanda. But anyway, be careful. I mean, with everything that's been happening lately, hi, Face Hope. With everything that's been happening lately, it's kind of a little bit hard to manifest, you know. Oh, thank you. Is it your first time here, Faith? Hmm. Anyway, I know that there are some Capricorns that really went through like a very rough time, you know, all those bullying and belittling, lost their job, lost their families. But there are also some that they really gained a lot, especially January Capricorns. Jocelyn, are you a January Capricorn? Thank you, Jocelyn. Uh, you know, one of the powerful manifestations during full moon, just stare at the full moon and think, you know, nothing but all of your wishes, you know, everything that you truly desire, which is, you know, it's make sure that it's kind of realistic, okay? Something that is attainable by you and something that is, you know, that could happen presently. Oh, welcome, Faith. If it's your first time here. Anyway, if you have a dream, you know, you can just type it in and I'll read it later on. You may also, if you're going through a lot of, you know, bad times, you know, just whisk off the dark energy. Put the like a basin or pail of water outside where you can see the full moon, or where you can just put it under the moon, you know, during the full moon. Sorry, and make sure that you're gonna be collecting it around 3 a.m. Do not let the sun, or like 5 a.m. at least, you know, to see through the water. You can use that to cleanse your body, you know, you can also sprinkle some rock salt. Do it 6 o'clock in the morning, and then the following night also do the same thing. Rose water is also good. It can flush down all of your negative energies. Also, if you feel like there is like a presence or like ghost or something around your house, get a sage. Hi, Johanna. Okay, hold on. Get a sagebrush, okay, and just light it up. Follow where the smoke goes. That is where the bad spirit or something like that. If the sage just died down, it means that it's clear. Okay. Well, you can put the drinking water. You know, you can just put a bottle, or you can just well, a glass of water. Just make sure that you'll be collecting it around 3 a.m. Johanna, I know I was cleaning my ears and clear water was running out of my ears. Hoo-hoo. It seems like whatever it is that you hear, those are all just toxic information and non-essential information. Probably you've been hearing a lot of gossips, a lot of people complaining. Could be that you're also living with somebody that, they don't really do anything but complain and complain and complain, and you're just getting so sick and tired of it. So for you to listen, and it's been blocking the messages from your spirits. So for you to hear the right message, you need to steer away from those that's been like, that you hear more about toxicities, or could be that they're just so disgruntled. Okay. If this sage actually smokes a lot, even though you don't have to blow it, there is a presence. Okay. And just follow where the smoke of the sage stays. It means that the ghost is actually there, or the spirit or entity or whatever dark energy inside your house. Yes, Faith, curses are real, but only you can break it. Miss Wanda, last Sunday, this man hit my car in the driver door. I was sitting in traffic. Then Oh, hmm. Just be careful of tripping as well, or be careful of being hit by a car when you're crossing the road. Just be more, you know, aware. Okay, Miss Wanda. Faith, how can you say that your life is cursed? All right, Kashka. First time seeing you here. I have dreams of drowning in the ocean. Is the ocean clear, wavy? Is it calm? Is it dirty? Johanna, if you dream that there's like insects or something like that that's coming out of your ears, there is someone who's been doing spells on you, and there is someone who wants you to believe something that is not true. Okay? Kashka, dreaming of drowning in the ocean. It seems like you're being overwhelmed with everything that's been happening in your life. Could be love life, could be career, finances, family. And it seems like you're already asking for help, but you can't seem to, you know, get the right help at this point. And you're already feeling overwhelmed with everything that's been happening in your life. Okay. Um, yeah. So there are some people who's actually asking some people to remove their curses. Nobody can remove the curse. You're the only one who can overcome it, and it can be overcome. Because it's the same as contracts. There's always like force majeure to break it. All right, but could be that you can ask how to remove it or how to get over it, especially if it's like a generational curse. Oh my God, you have to like draw your entire family tree, and you have to review like your great, 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 great grandfather, grandmothers. Okay. It's more of loyalty. It's easy to say cut cords, but the cords that you have to cut, you don't even know where it's coming from or where did it started. Young? No, I'm already 42. But thank you for that. Um, act right. It's more about loyalty and what do you call this? Like I'm picking up silk, but it's more of you can also associate with sophistication or something like that. Lavishness. It's more of your taste. Buying new tires for your car, you have to well, you make sure that you're going to be holding the steering wheel because somebody will be controlling you or controlling your life, or will be giving you the passage or will be giving you the way on how to go on a journey, but they will still be in control of you. Um, but if the tires are flat, that's bad. Okay, what if you don't know your family tree? Mm, you can ask your grandmother, or if you're adopted, then because sometimes the curses that we actually live in our waking life, usually it's from our past life. Oh, okay. So you're adopted. Usually it's from your past life. And if you're adopted right now, or it could be that somebody gave you away, then it means that you're repeating a pattern of your past life. All right, Mystica Lavish. Sleeping a few days ago, I felt someone stood in my bed that tugged with my ears. Someone, it's do you sleep with your door open of your bedroom? I mean, that's fine, if they are just trying to poke your ear or poke your arm or something like that and then speak something. I don't feel like it's it's bad, but it's still a presence. Oh no. Leaving the door ajar or open. I remember there's someone who was sleeping with the door open. Who's that? It's one of the my live dream interpretation. I forgot her name. Uh, leaving the door open while you're sleeping is really bad, especially if it's down the hallway. Okay, close the door, and at least if you can sleep with the light open, maybe just a dim light. Okay, and when you maybe before you go to sleep, just scrub your entire body from head to foot, even the sole of your feet with coarse salt or like sea salt. Okay. All right. Alice, Alice Simon had a dream that my deceased father drove out to me in a car. Tell me I had two factors that they were very soon to be focused on the number two. It means that your deceased father had something for you, and you just need to look for that, whatever that package. It could come as a like a real package, could be like a wisdom, could be an advice, could be a life lesson. And it seems like that's the only thing that they need, um, so that they can finally cross over or go to their own journey. It seems like your father's still looking after you, though. I sleep with mine closed. You can also sage. There are some incenses that you can buy. It's to remove the dark energy. When you sage, sometimes there are some spirits that might get offended with that, and instead of them going away or leaving your area, they might get offended and come back to you when you're not really guarded. And it's actually bad if you have any dark presences or ghosts around you. Sometimes they can be good, but most of the time they can really drain your luck, your finances, your health, and your energy. Especially when you wake up in the morning and you feel so tired and sluggish or slushy, and you feel like you haven't slept well. It means that while you're sleeping, that spirit is trying to play with your body or trying to get into your body. So just be careful. If you've been having like sleep paralysis, try to move your feet first. Like the fingers in your feet, just try to move it so that you can have a control of your body, or just try to wiggle it if you can. Sometimes sleep paralysis, there's like a spirit that's been trying to possess you, or there is a spirit that's been trying to follow you and wants to get inside of you. There are also some ghosts that can, like have sex with you. And worse, you can even get pregnant with that. So, sleeping with a door ajar or open or even the windows, that's not really good. Hi, Andrine. Welcome. Anyway, Faith, how can you say that you're cursed? Your sister is still alive or dead? Johanna. Hi, Denise. It's actually better if you can sleep with the lights on, but if it really bothers you, maybe try a dim light or like a small table lamp, especially when there are some presences like that. Okay, if your sister is alive, it seems like she's in a could be in a very difficult situation, and she's just there trying to hang, trying to hold on at the last end of the rope. She might also be screaming for help, but she cannot just say it, voice it, or do it. Maybe check out on your sister what's really going on with her, because she might be in a difficult situation right now, probably depressed as well. Yep, could be the spirit of your sister is also trying to ask help from you. She's just like too proud to ask for help, or too proud to, says something about her real situation. Better check her out. All right. Ah, then could be that your sister is actually your mission, or more likely, you need to look after her from time to time. Because it looks like she's really depressed right now. She just doesn't know what to do. I had a dream last night. You could have like a very, like heavy emotions towards that female, especially if you know the female, okay? If you know the woman, and you're ready to take the risk of losing everything. Just be careful, okay? It could be that you have some pent up anger, or you're about to burst into rage if you're not going to be addressing it properly, or if you're not going to have an outlet of your anger. Okay, you might be able, sorry, you might ended up regretting it, or you might ended up like doing something that you might just regret in the end. That's for Denise. Could be that you need to face, it could be that you just need to, leave the place where you're in right now. Could be that sometimes when there are some difficult things that happens in our lives, it doesn't mean that you're cursed, but could be that you're not really listening to what the universe is trying to tell you, that like if you've been like staying in one place in one spot all your life, maybe it's just time for you to go on a hike and try to seek some more adventures, go on a different town, or take the risk. Okay, it is a way of the universe telling you, go and seek out a life outside of your comfort zone. If you're living in a pattern, that it means that there is a sign that you're kind of missing, and you just keep on repeating same old thing over and over again. You're not being attentive, okay, or you're not being observant. So you will be able to release the pattern, or not really repeat the same old patterns over and over again, when you become more aware, or if you'll become observant. Let's say, for example, you keep on ending up with the same old guy or same old person, and it's like you keep on attracting lazy or toxic or narcissistic people. Try to look into, how do you meet them, how do you look for that kind of people, how do you react in a certain situation. Could be that you easily fall in love, okay, and then you will just feel like, oh, this person will value me if I offer him the world. But you just keep on repeating same old mistakes, and then same old endings as well. Same situation, different faces. So if it's also the same in your job, in your finances, then it could be that you are not being observant enough. Also, could be it's also time for you to leave the place where you're in right now, for you to have a brand new beginning somewhere. Sometimes, even if you're born, let's say, for example, you're born in the South, doesn't mean that you have to stay there all your life. You can go and seek, like, where is your calling? Where is, like, where do you feel like there's a strong magnetic pull to, could be to a certain place or certain field or something like that. You just need to be more observant. Stop and observe. Stop and listen. What's your birth year, Faith? Because it's so easy to identify a pattern that keeps on happening in your life, and it's also easy to get out of it. You just need to take the risk. And sometimes there are some things that's been holding us back. You just need to sacrifice it. Virgo? Oh, you're a goat. Um, you're the goat is supposed to have a great year. I mean, not this month, but it will be starting around April or May. Could be that you also stop fighting in your life. So just be a little bit more observant. And if you're actually born in the year of the goat, there's no way but up. Okay? There's no other way but for you to go up. Yep. You just need to take the risk, especially that you're also a Virgo. Hmm. Anyway, so if you dreamed about, ooh, Stallion, dark horses are actually this reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a knight that's been riding the dark horse. Sometimes it comes up with the bad news. Sometimes it's more of a forewarning, but not entirely like a disaster. Okay. So if you dream about the stallion, it means that if it's a white horse, it's victory, achievement, and success. If it's colored, like red, blue, or violet, or any other weird colors, it seems like you will find victory through your friends and through other people. Well, and more likely completion. They're going to be giving you a ride. And if you're riding like a dark horse, be careful that once you achieve the success, you might change, or the success might change you. And that is going to be your downfall. And if the horse is dead, mostly it signifies you're going to get fired from your job. All right, some of my ex-husbands and because of drugs. Mm. And he's concentrating on cars and friends. He went back to one of his childhood hometown. There was a big church. There was a big church in the dead. Jossie, when a dog bites you, you be careful with a friend that will be betraying you, or more of a frenemy. Oh, then the church side. Guys were outside sitting on a wall and chatting. One of the guys came to me saying how mad they're crazy. He is one they trying to check for. Your your ex-husband will be getting involved in a situation because of their friends or because of a bad influence. Even if he has a lot of money, it doesn't mean that he can be safe. Okay. Mostly it's he will get into trouble because of these people that he will be blending with or that he will be letting into his life. So it could be that he will also be getting involved in some vices, especially if he's also a drug user in real life. And the only thing that can save him if he wanted to get out of that situation is for him to seek some wise advice, or it could be like a spiritual advice or like a, you know, I mean, faith will be saving him as much as it sounds. But faith will be saving him. And you may also lead him to that. That's why you dreamed about him. He's being what do you call this? He's being too risky and he's not being careful. He might he's better way putting it, he is now feeling lost. Okay. When was the last time you had a contact with that person, Andreen? Luck and protection. Um, I mean, the very basic is, like cleanse your house, burn some sage and laurel, dried laurel leaves, do some cleansing on the floor, put some rock salt in your windowsill and your main door, or it could be like at the back door if you have. And that's the basic. And for luck, if you can afford to buy like aventurine, green aventurine crystal, jade is not really, I don't feel any energy from that, but green aventurine for money. Okay. And if you can, oh, it's so rare for you to find a far clover leaf, but once you find that, make sure that you're going to be keeping it in your wallet. Okay, then Andreen, if even if it's not like a literal drug user, but I feel like your ex-husband right now might be getting out of control or spinning out of control. Right now he's also getting involved with some unhealthy people or unhealthy influences. You might want to check out on him and he might get stuck with that even if he doesn't want to. Okay? Only you can help him. This is aventurine. Oops, sorry. This is aventurine crystal. So just try to, it's you can just, like go to a crystal shop and, like look for that. They also I have a small one of that, but I can't find it. The getting into jail doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get incarcerated, but it's more of getting involved in a situation or problem, or when you get lost, your life is spinning out of control. Um, you might get stuck in it. Okay. Hi, Keonis. Really? Do you have a dream? Oh, and also pyrite. You may also keep that with you. It signifies gold, but it's considered as a fool's gold. Okay. So could be that could be he's already going through a karma. So karma begets karma. But anyway, I still feel like, you can still save him. Evil eye is actually protection for those jealous people who will be sending you ill wishes. Eye of Horus, that's also well, uh you can wear that for, to go against the evil eye. Well, if you keep on dreaming about your job, it means, Kionis, it's time for you to find a new one. It's time for you to seek a new adventure. Could be that you're just tired. Oh, and the simple protection, if you can buy lavender flowers, put it at the bedside, or put it on your bedside. It will also protect your aura while you're sleeping. And you may also do this. The Get a jar, fill it with rock salt. Um, if you know the I-Ching coins, you can just buy it from eBay. It's like very cheap. And if you don't have that, then just fill up the jar with with the salt, and pour water on it. Put it on the east side center, and put it on the east center, southwest, and west this year. Hello, Madame Tony. Thank you for joining us here. Could be that your ex Andreen is your karmic soulmate, that you're still very much connected. But I feel like your ex is refusing to learn the lessons that he's supposed to learn, or that he's supposed to, that he's supposed to go through. The jar, if you well, if you live in a house, put it in the east side, east, southwest, west, and center. And what's the other direction that I said? East, southwest, west, center. Uh, I forgot the other direction. Yeah, just put it on that direction. If you're just renting a room, then put it in your room. If you live in a house, then find those directions in your house. You know the jar of the mayonnaise? It's like you just have to fill it up with at least 80% car salt or sea salt and just fill it up with water. Leave it there in that corner for like 1 year and let it foam. It will be foaming and it will be absorbing all the negativities in your house. It means that you miss having sex with her. Keonis. Could be that you're just denying it intellectually or in your mind, but it seems like you're craving for it. The paper bag, it's actually just it might start off as a small fire. Just be careful of a small fight, okay? That might it's more of it will be starting from a mockery, okay? That might stir up some, especially if you live in a house with your family or with your relatives. There might be a mockery or like a small thing that will fuse anger or aggression in the family. But actually, there might be a fight that will start out from nothing and it will just grow. If you live with your family, if it's like if you live solo, then there might be some aggression that might happen within your community or within your friends or within your workplace. Anyway, so I'll see you again on next weekend. All right, same time. And if you don't have any more dream interpretations, then I'll be closing the live chat. No, fine salt is no. It's not gonna work out. You need to look for the rock salt. It's just cheap. I think you can buy it for like $1. Um, like one bottle of that. Well, not unless it's branded. It's more of a prophetic dream. It means that it's more of a premonition through your dreams. Your dream about your dad. Ah, okay. Your dad is, it could be that you're also still holding on to your dad, but he hasn't really crossed over yet. No matter how long he's been out, or not around. Um, Either you are still holding on to him, or he can't find. Um, it's like he's still pretty much around you. Okay, there's like an unfinished business that he hasn't really resolved. So, when did he pass away? Your dad is pretty much around. Um, when he died, he's not yet ready to pass away. So he there is something that he wants to tell you, or that he wants to, that he still wanted to complete right before he crossed over. And I feel like you can help him. Just keep on noting down your dreams. There might be some clues, signs, and symbols that he will be giving you. All right. Anyway, I'll see you again next week for another dream interpretation. Thank you all for joining. It's been really fun, and blessings to you.